Hi, my name is Jasmine. I'm part of Global Glimpse. I'm here to do Cap 3 with my coordinator here.
My name is Belkis, and we are coordinators in Global Glimpse, as Jasmine said.
Okay, so
we're going to try to do the CAP seminar, pretending to do the CAP seminar number 3.
Are we ready?
Yes.
Let's go.
Welcome, Mr. Farrell. Thank you so much for being here. As glimpsers in this city, we want to talk with you about the project that we want to do with your amazing organizations, and we appreciate a lot that you can come, take your time, and join us today.
No, thank you guys. Thank you for having us. Thank you for inviting us. It's an honor to be working with you, and thank you so much for all the help and the support that we know we're gonna get from you guys.
For us, it's a pleasure. Thank you.
Well, Mr. Farrell, we want to thank you for opening up the Doors of Hope project for us to go to your organization and see the needs that you have there. While we were there, we learned a lot of things. We learned that your neighborhood is one of the poorest neighborhoods in Matagalpa, and that it's closest to the city dump. And because of that, you guys started helping out in the areas. We know that you started with a meal program, giving 1 meal a week to the children from the city dump, and that turned into giving daily meals every day to help these children. We also learned that you guys also have a program to give tutoring classes because you wanted the children to learn to read and write to help them to get into school, because the children at the city dump weren't attending school. You guys also, we learned also as glimpsers that you guys have a program for school supplies, so that once these children are ready to go to school, there's things for them to use and there's no excuse. And also sometimes when you guys have extra funds, you guys also try to build small homes for these people that are coming out of the dump. It was a pleasure for us to be there and to learn all these things. We took it seriously. We came back to the hostel and sat down with other glimpsers, and we started thinking about ideas. How can we put our money to help you guys? We've come from far, we've prepared ourselves, and we hope what you hear today is something that you will decide on with also help from PCs or GG leaders or other glimpsers, and we're going to be here to answer any questions you have, and we hope you're happy to hear what we have to present to you. Are you ready, Mr. Farrell?
Yeah, we're really excited to work with you guys, as I already said, and I mean, any type of help that you can bring to the program will be amazing. It doesn't matter what it is or how big it is. We were pretty glad that you were here to support us and help us and enjoy the time with the kids too. So thank you so much for having us here.
Thank you. Before we go on with the 3 projects, we just want to tell you a little bit of what we collected.
Yes, and as Jasmine said before, as glimpsers, we're so excited to work with you. I know they're working and doing amazing things with kids that really need the help. Make us happy to know that we are helping. So from the beginning, as glimpsers, this is our project, so we are giving our money for this, and we have a total amount. It's not like a lot of money, but we really believe that with all the effort that we're going to do with this money and try to use it wisely, we can do something amazing with that. So we have around $430, so that is the total, and we're going to try to do our best with that amount. And now, as Jasmine said before as well, we're going to try to explain you better what is the 3 top ideas, because we're really here for you. Is that we think that we really have that. We kept all that you really need. So we have we made a boat, and now we have the most, for us, the most convenience project. So the number 1, for example, you can see it here. We try to kind of draw what is the place that we made already. So you can see that this is like something like safety issues. You talk a lot about how is the play. We see the area and we see the kids go outside and they play, but sometimes it's not safety. So we want to try to do a chain link, like a fence, something like that, and that way the kids can play inside the place. It's going to be more safety. Also, there's people out from outside that maybe is not like good people can be with the kids. So we really think that something like that can help. So this is going to be like the area. We're going to put that, and also maybe we can do a little other stuff like paint or give you another material like school materials for the kids and something like that. So all depends how much we're going to spend in make the area around the area all that materials, and then we're going to see what else we can give you. Yeah.
Okay, that sounds perfect.
Okay, and as Belkis was saying, as leaders in this leadership program, we did vote for different things, and we all came together, and we have different ideas. So we knew when we were there, your main concern, as Belkis was saying, was security, that for the children and everything. But we also want to talk about two other things that we came up with. We want to hear what you say that we thought as glimpsers, putting our leadership skills together, we thought was a good idea as well. Okay? Are you ready, Mr. Farrell?
Yes, I'm ready. I'm really excited to hear.
Come along with us. Okay, so here was our second idea. Here's the building. With the building, of course, this is the rest of the property, just like in the first one. We wanted to do a vegetable garden, okay? And one reason we wanted to do that is because it has lots of pluses. It's sustainable, which is number one. With projects, we want to see our projects continuing no matter whether we're here or not. And what's good about it is if you plant things like carrots, cabbage, or potatoes, you can eat them, and the children can eat them because you guys serve the meals every day. And you can also help the children to gain some garden skills because they can help and they can learn about the soil and planting and taking care of those things. And also, it's healthy. So we thought this was a great idea because of the property you have in front, and we think it's great to continue with your meal program, and it could bring costs down. So that was another project. And we have one more project, Mr. Fell, if you still have time.
Yeah,
Okay, our third project, once again we have the building here, and this is the front of the property. And let's see. So here we have the building, and what we thought it would be fun to have a playground that would be super fun for all the children. What children don't love a playground? So we thought possibly a set of swings. We also thought about having hopscotch so the children can play with a rock and jump on all the squares. We also thought about painting some rocks so it could look attractive and eye-appealing to all the children. And we also thought of having tetherball so that they can have another activity there, playing and taking turns and learning to have fun with each other. And we thought that this would be good physical activity for children. Part of children, their work is to play, and this would be a perfect way, Mr. Farrell. So these were our two other programs that, as leaders, we put together our ideas and our abilities and the skills that we have as well were also for these projects.
Yeah, so as you can see, we have like the three main ideas, all about security, safety, and also healthy issues, like just we say with the garden, but also having fun because all kids need and want that. So we want like you can talk about that and let us know what you think about this. What is for you the most like convenience or the best idea that we have until now, and something that you really believe they're going to help your organization in the future and right now as well, of course.
And one thing we want to add also for you to know, when we do the project, whatever project that you decide to do with your organization, we were thinking that we can rotate things and some of us can play with the small children and while the rest of us work and then take turns, and then the older children can help us because we really believe in the community engagement. And also we have Don Uriel, who's always there to give a willing helping hand. You do know him, right?
yes, he was the best.
And he's always willing there to help. So we were thinking that that could be part of the community aspect of our project because we don't just want to go do something and leave. We want to work together with you. We appreciate you guys. We're already starting to care more and more for your organization. And we hope that this will work out and be something great, right, Belkis?
Yes, that's right. So we are really excited. We talk a lot. We think that we have all the skill for do any of this project. So we are so ready for a start. And now we just want to know what for you is going to be the best one, the best choice.
Well, guys, I just want to say that you think about everything. I like all the details, the paints, I mean the colors and everything. It's very clear. All the three ideas are really great. As you already said, our main concern is the safety of the groups, but also having the playground, the garden, a really great idea for the kids. And I know you can do it. As I already told you, we're gonna give you the support with Don Uriel. It's gonna be the person who's gonna be helping you if you need to do any construction or anything like that. Also, we were thinking about to help you with some tools, so that way you don't have to spend money buying tools.
Okay.
So we have some shovels, hammers, and bars and stuff like that you can use. So feel free to use them. And yeah, I don't know if you're gonna give me some time to think about it, and then I can give you a final decision. What do you think?
Actually, yeah, we had planned right now to give you 5 minutes, but you can talk and ask questions. You can write some notes. You can talk with our GG leaders, our PCs. We're here as well because we want to make sure that this works for you and for your organization, and we want to do the best job that we possibly can. So if we can take about 5 minutes for you, would that be good?
That sounds perfect.
Okay,
Great. Okay. Well, after this short time, like 5 minutes, Mr. Fowler, we want to know what you think. Also, if you have questions or just some comments about these 3 ideas that we present to you.
The first thing, guys, that I want to say is that all the 3 ideas are really great. They're an amazing idea. I can tell you put a lot of effort doing the presentation and all the designs and everything. Thank you for that. In the name of the organization, also I want to say thank you because you're the first people that are coming here to support us from the outside, and that's something really great for us. I want to say that as you already said, the safety is one of our main concerns, and after speaking with the teachers and thinking about the kids, the main problem right now that we have is that we don't have enough teachers, and we have a lot of students. We have like 20 different kids, and then just one teacher for them. So we were thinking that the first idea, the fence, is gonna be really helpful for the program, because that means that the teachers can be in the inside with some kids, and then the other ones can be outside. I don't know if you're gonna be able to do the pathway and maybe to do the level out of the ground. That will be really helpful. Thinking about the other 2 ideas that you have. Maybe in a future we can, I don't know, maybe create the playground for the kids.
yeah.
And speaking about the garden, it's really great idea. Something I would say that is maybe something that we need to postpone because we don't have water right now in the community. There is a water project that is coming in like about 2 months.
Okay.
But we don't have water, and the water that we have right now is for the food and for the kids. So I would say that it's not a good idea. I would say that it's something that we can do later on. And I would say that the fence will be the idea that we want to work with you and make it happen.
Okay. Great.
And I don't have any questions. I don't know if you have any questions.
Well, we actually have a plan because as leaders, we prepared ourselves for different things. We want to show you a little bit more of our plan in detail.
Okay.
Just a little thing before I show you that, and it's like you mentioned before that you have some supplies. So we need to know which one, and that way also know if we need to buy any or ask any other person for others. So it's going to be great if you can like send an email or something like that to our coordinators, and I think they're going to be like very great to help us in that way and show us that list, and we can plan better.
Of course, guys. And also I want to say that Don Muriel, as you already said, he's going to be there to help you if you're going to do the chain link or the post. I don't know, maybe you use concrete or anything. He's going to be there. And yes, I'm going to send you the email with the list of all the tools that we have. And yeah, we are just ready to help you to help us.
Perfect, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So yes, now I think we can explain a little better about the action plan.
Okay, sounds perfect.
Okay. All right. Well, Mr. Farrell, when is all this going to be? On our itinerary, we have the dates set apart for July 4th, 5th, and 6th. These are the 3 days that we're going to be at your organization. We're going to have everything together, maybe doing a few final last-minute things, but ready to go, already planned out. So these are the dates that are important. Also, how are we going to do this? You know, we're teenagers from the United States. You might be thinking, how are we going to do this? Well, we have a plan, Mr. Farrell. We're here, during our time here, we have free days and we also have free time. So as a group, we decided maybe using an hour here or an hour there to write up plans, talk to each other, communicate, get into our groups, which I'm going to talk about in a little bit, and have a plan, and we're going to be presenting that information to our PCs or GG leaders. And if we need to contact you, Belkis already said we're going to have your email. We want to have that communication if we need to make changes or have more questions, because we want to be prepared. And also, yeah, our GG leaders and our PCs will be there to help. And we're going to be also visiting hardware stores. Our PCs already told us some of the places, and we want to start checking those out. And just checking with you because of the supplies you have, we don't want to use more money from our budget if we don't have to. And okay, so we have our groups, and we're excited, right, Belkis?
Yes. Yeah.
We see all our talents and our abilities that we have. We have a research group, and they're going to be checking the prices so we can get the best prices from the hardware stores. We also have artists as well. We know that you did pick the #1 project, but art is always good, but maybe we could use the artists in the groups with the children. Maybe they can do things there as well. The construction group, we actually have some kids that have done some construction, some of our fellow glimpsers, and they could be helping Don Uriel, how you said he's going to be there for us. And we have a finance group right now as well, who's going to help budget and use the money in the best way that we possibly can. So these are the groups to start with. We might have to modify a few things now that we know that that's our project, the #1 project for safety. But this is the global glimpse part. The other part is, for Hope Project, is the community engagement, and we're really into that. So as we said before, we want to have the older children helping us any way that they can, and Don Uriel and anybody else from Hope Project or any families or community members, because we really want to do this project together, and we want to feel that it's our project and it's their project, it's everybody's project. So these were the when, the how, and the who's. So I don't know if you have questions about that either, Mr. Farrell?
I would like to know, like, from what time you're going to be working, since the morning to the evening, or?
So on the 5th, we're going to be there all day. On the 4th, we'll be doing last minute things in the morning, but we'll be there through the afternoon. And on the 6th, we have it half day right now, but if we need it, we're going to use the whole day. So,
Okay.
but we will have communication with you through that all. Our glimpsers will be communicating with you as well, and we'll be communicating with our PCs and our GG leaders as well to make sure that all the dates, everything will be finalized before we start the project.
Okay, sounds good.
Perfect. And just to add something, for example, I'm talking about the time. We have like 3 days, but it's half day and half day at the end also. And with all the Don Uriel and all the kids helping us, and maybe more adults, we are able to finish in that time. But if not, like Jasmine said before, we have 3 days and free time. So we are just like we're going to be 100% commitment with this. So if we need to use our free time or our free day for finish, we're going to do it.
Okay, guys, sounds good.
Yeah, and as Belkis says, that's part of our 3 C's. We have commitment, courage, and compassion, and we want you to know that we want to show all of those, and this is like commitment part, but we're going to be courageous with our project because we're going to finish, and we're going to be super caring with your project as well. So we're happy to work with you. And then a final part that we would like possibly our PC, our program coordinator, Judith, woohoo! For any last minute things. Judith?
Yeah, guys, just I want to remind you that first of all, it was a really amazing presentation, that everything was really explained, and I want to say thank you so much to Mr. Farrell to being here and support us. Just I want to remind you guys that you have basically 2.5 days, but 3 full days.
Yeah.
And about the how, you are going to use the free time, that is the 3 days if that is necessary, also the free time. The GG leaders and the PCs, we are going to support you 110% for any needs that you have. We are going to be with you at the harvest store, trying to get the best price. Fortunately, Mr. Farrell has some supplies that we can buy, and that is going to save them money, because remember that we have $430.
Yeah.
So we have to expand that money just to get enough material just to have a very nice quality job.
Yeah.
About the who, just remember that all the project that we are going to do, and also that try to encourage the older children and all the community in this project. but in
Yeah.
general, it's amazing.
Thank you, Judith.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Also, our GG leaders, our coordinators to be here presenting this presentation. Thank you so much to Mr. Farrell for being with us and we agree with these ideas. We really think that it's going to be great. Share this and finish this and see this like something, a dream came true.
Yeah.
So thank you for your time, for listening to us. I'm going to keep in touch, call you, and see you soon in these dates for finish all this project.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you so much for all your help.
Okay, once again, we just want to say thank you, Mr. Farrell. Thank you, Judith, for doing our, finalizing everything. One thing that we do to show our unity is we do a unity clap. Unity clap is just bringing our together, being one-minded, going forward, having a plan. So, Mr. Farrell, would you also like to join us Glimpsers and our PCs as well?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so what we do is we put our hands like this and we clap towards the center. At the count of 3, we're going to say the word hope and we're going to shout it out. Okay? Does that sound like a plan, guys?
Yes.
Okay, we ready?
Yep.
Set, let's go. 1, 2, 3, hope! Hi, welcome back. Here we are again, Belkis and I. We just want to give some tips over Cap 3 now that we did it. So all you future PCs will be able to guide your Glimpsers the best you can when they do their presentations. So here we have a few tips for you guys. Are you ready, Belkis?
Yes, of course. So I think something very important is that you have to like train well all the Glimpsers and guide how they're going to do the presentation, because first of all they have to know that they're going to lead the presentation, present all the ideas in the project that they want to do with the organization. So that's very important. And also that if you see in the video, both of us were talking in English, but this was because the director of the organization was from USA, so that's correct. But when you have people from local organizations, so the best idea or the best way is have one Glimpser who speaks Spanish can translate to the other Glimpsers, and that way they're going to share the time and both talk about the ideas.
Another tip you can also have is hospitality. You can have a Glimpser waiting, guide them to wait at the door. And they can bring in whoever's going to be in the panel to sit them down. You can offer them coffee, you can offer them water, because you want the director of the program to feel welcomed, and you can have a special table set up for them so that they can be ready to receive and they know that it's their home. And also, like we had a welcome Hope Project sign, so having something really super nice so that they know they've been welcomed.
And something very important for the coordinators is before that presentation and before you start the project, you have to talk with the person in the organization, with the director or any who is going to be your contact there, because it's very important you are in the same page, thinking about what is going to be the project, and this way you can guide the Glimpsers in the best way, because you have a budget and you have to live with that.
Another tip also, for your panel, you can have the GG leaders there or the PCs, and the reason is this: there can be, sometimes you can have a director that might not have a lot of questions, they might just want to do the project, but by having certain questions ready to help the director, you can bring the Glimpsers to have a better presentation, to have more answers, and you can be there as support for the director of the organization. That way they don't feel all alone and kind of lost in a presentation if they're not used to something like that. Any more tips?
No, that's right.
The rest you will figure out on your own. Good luck.